The Indian Army has been knocked out of the high-profile international tank biathlon taking place at the Alabino Ranges in the Moscow region of Russia after both the main and reserve T-90 main battle tanks developed mechanical problems. As a result of the breakdown of both tanks, the Indian squad was unable to complete the race and were disqualified. This is a sad end to the competition for the Army's tank crews since they had topped their group in the earlier round and were seen to be strong challengers to win the competition. Russia, Belarus, Kazakhstan, and China have now entered the final round of the event. Russia and Kazakhstan participated with T-72B3 tanks, Belarus with a Modernized T-72 and China sent its indigenous Type 96B. India decided to field its top-of-the-line Russian-designed T-90 main battle tank instead of the indigenous Arjun tank which was widely expected to participate at the Games this time. India continues to pump in additional troops and weapons systems on the entire Eastern Front in face of continuing belligerence from China on the Doklam standoff, even as diplomatic and military channels are being utilized in a bid to defuse the almost 2-month-old crisis. Sources said a top-level flag meeting between major general-rank officers from India and China was held at the Nathula Border Personnel Meeting, BPM, point in Sikkim for the first time on Friday, following failure of a similar meet between brigade commanders on August 8 to break the deadlock. But the meeting also proved inconclusive with China remaining adamant that India should immediately withdraw its troops from the Bhutanese territory of Doklam near the Sikkim-Bhutan-Tibet Tri-Junction. The Indian side held China should first remove its road construction equipment from the site. Both sides will now report back to their headquarters, said a source. India's digital warriors had crippled hundreds of Pakistan government websites earlier when Indian Army conducted surgical strike and death penalty of Kulbhushan Jadhav was announced. This Independence Day it will be a full-fledged war between India and Pakistan but on the cyber world between the hackers of the two countries. Indian techies claim that they would not restrict to defacing Pakistani websites but will hijack their network and infect with ransomware. Active Indian hackers who have been attacking Pak network told Mail Today that they will be attempting to crash over 1,000 Pak sites, including their government and critical infrastructure portals. A result of which on August 3, an anonymous India hacker defaced Pakistan government website www.pakistan.gov.pk. To celebrate I-Day, Desi hacker NE0H4CK3R posted Indian national anthem and Independence Day greetings. Now, other underground groups claim they will take down as many sites possible. Cybercrime experts claims that India-Pakistan hacking is almost ritualistic attacks, every year as underground hacking communities from both the countries launch cyber attacks on each other around this time of the year. But this year, attack is expected to get more aggressive. We have already found vulnerabilities in several Pakistani portals, including government, educational and other important bodies. We will show them power of Indians on Independence Day, said a hacker to Mail Today over an encrypted chat. A top American commander feels that India can play a role in defusing the North Korean crisis by helping the leadership in Pyongyang to understand the seriousness of the threat posed by its nuclear program. Admiral Harry Harris, commander of the U.S. Pacific Command, says it is for India to decide on what kind of role it wants to play. I think India's voice is a loud voice, that people pay attention to. So, I think that India could help North Korea, perhaps, understand the seriousness by which the United States views that threat, Harris says. Tensions have risen since North Korea tested 2 intercontinental ballistic missiles in July. India along with the international community condemned the North Korean missile tests and has been implementing the sanctions imposed against it by the US. Early this year, India suspended its trade links with North Korea, a move which was praised by the Trump administration. The Indian Army could soon get a new ally to counter stone pelting and terror attacks in the Kashmir Valley, robots. A report in Greater Kashmir has stated that robotic weapons could be introduced by the Defense Ministry which will help security forces in counterinsurgency as well as counter-terror operations. This move might be taken in order to reduce the number of injuries the soldiers suffer when faced with armed militants or even stone-pelting protesters. An army proposal, projecting a requirement of 544 robots, has been approved by the Defense Ministry, according to reports. Sources for the today's news is in Defense News blog post, links are in description. Thanks for watching. Please hit that like button if you like our video and don't forget to subscribe India Defense News.